We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch you now, Barney! Shift. Check. Hot!
Now a give running left is Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Watch you now, Barney!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Luck on 1st down. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator, right? Not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Luck. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 41 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Luck. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Leopard. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. A gain of 32 that time. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
All right, now, lucky 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, it's Long. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Locke. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Locke. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He's going to float this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality. Nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw is Love. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Love. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10, Luck again. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Third and long, it's Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Detroit! Gone! Watch him now, Barney! Hot!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, another spin!
Hard to line him up when he does that.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. On second down, here's Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie. That's the nicest thing he called me.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Luck on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have broken our tie. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. 9
seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. This one up to about the 38. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Geis receives the pitch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go play action here on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 1. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Run!
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back. To the 20.
Go, go, go. 11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd and 10, Locke. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him a gain of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To the air again, Locke. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Reuben Foster able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that's going to tie things at 20. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league...
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time from the gun, here's Luck. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Wrong. 11B. Middle.
On 1st down, Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now back to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
This is Geis on a handoff left. Evades him at the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation, and that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Parker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback in the final minute. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Falcons, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.